Bonjour from Michigan. I can't speak French to save my life. But anyway, I have here the side effects from two major cancers and paralysis. Of course, having no health care for 13 years or more after my first cancer, that was a biggie. Death and dying is a big side effect as well. It happened to me a few times. Just recently at Beaumont in March during COVID. I was in and out of the hospital all during COVID with heart problems. My mother died from heart problems when I was a year old, and so did my brother. And now I have them as well. My doctors, they never thought I'd make it to 39. So, but what was happening back in February and March was I kept passing out. I'd be, standing 1 minute and then the next minute having no idea how I wound up on the floor, and sometimes doing a lot of damage in between the time I was standing and ended up on the floor, banging up myself and, flipping nails and all kinds of stuff. So I basically, my heart was stopping, there was getting no oxygen to my brain, all that kind of stuff. So that's what was going on. And now, they put in a pacemaker, and I have a CPAP now that I use for help me breathing. You age incredibly from cancer. It takes a toll on your body, and that's for sure. I look a decade older than I actually am, and a million miles from where I thought I'd be in life. It definitely takes a toll. And unfortunately, having no health insurance is a huge part of that. So is poverty. A lot of people that I have known, many of whom aren't here anymore, had much more serious health problems than I have, and with multiple conditions as well. So, and they were all living in, horrible poverty. I have esophagus problems, choking, of course, loss of teeth. I have only 2 teeth left in my mouth, and I have to wait 2 more years before I can get dentures. So hopefully these 2 teeth can hold on. Skin and eye pigmentation damage. That's from my first cancer. I have translucent skin, and I had these dirty, weird rings around my skin. You don't see them too much anymore. They're not that noticeable. I still can notice some of the speckling, but I used to it was really bizarre, around my ankles and knees, and it literally looked like dirt. It was really strange. And my eyes, the ring around my eyes are gone. I have white all through my eyes. My eyes are blue, which doesn't help. So yeah, I'm light sensitive, So, of course, I have a paralyzed or frozen colon from my second cancer, which was inoperable. Lack of circulation from my knee down, my feet and legs get purple. Really, really purple. And it usually happens in the wintertime, but it happens, in the summertime too. And I'm sure if I had my AFOs and could walk around, I had leg braces, and now I have arthritis, so I can't wear the leg braces. But when I had the leg braces, they made a huge difference. I got around pretty good. They're kind of clunky, and hard to get used to. It takes a little while to get used to them, but once you get the hang of it, your mobility increases amazingly, and so does your energy, because when you're walking with a cane and everything and trying to get around, it just drains you of your energy. Whereas for some strange reason, the AFOs tend to prop your legs up, sort of. That's the best way to describe it, really. And you just, you know, keep on walking. I mean, they're really amazing. Whoever invented them, it was a brilliant idea, because they really do feel like they hold your feet and your legs up. It's support, but it's awesome. Really, it really is. I severed my knee in half. I shattered my elbow. This is one that throws everybody off because it's rather unbelievable. I have disappearing female organs from being over-radiated. Thank God it wasn't inoperable somewhere else, because if those, other major organs disappeared, I'd be in a lot of trouble now, wouldn't I? So it was quite comical when this happened just 2 years ago. My doctor and the nurses, are like, did you have a hysterectomy? I'm like, no, double checking, just because this doesn't make sense what we're seeing or not seeing. So, yeah, they sent me to a specialist and all that, who, that's the conclusion. And it's just common sense that I was overradiated, which paralyzed me. So, of course, it sizzled away all my organs. Somebody else wrote a thesis on it. So thankfully, I'm not the first person this happened to. It has happened before. So that helps. Of course, heart and breathing problems. I'm having a lot of breathing problems from my heart and because of my heart. So, I'm sure if I lose weight, that'll help, and that's what I need to do. I've got liver damage when I never drank, kidney damage and bladder problems, incontinence from being paralyzed, which I don't want to go into the gory details of that. Mind-blowing pain is the only feeling I have in my legs. It's very strange. Like I cut my leg in half, and I'm walking around Beaumont, because I was an inpatient when that happened, and I'm walking around back and forth to the bathroom and stuff, and I'm no painkillers. My knee's sticking out, and I'm going around like, yeah, everything's normal, sort of, which is incredibly dangerous at the same time. So, yeah, that's the weird thing about my paralysis, is it's caused by extreme pain. The pain paralyzes you. I mean, when it first happened, I was combat crawling at home for 3 days, hoping it would go away, and it didn't. And then I was at Beaumont for 10 days, paralyzed. So I realized, after being paralyzed in the hospital a number of times, other than giving you muscle relaxers to help, there's not a whole lot they can do. So I would be paralyzed at home, and thankfully it doesn't go as long as the 13 days anymore. The paralysis is it's like a 3-day to 4-day span. And I've had I think almost 25 years or something like that of physical therapy. And it's been ongoing pretty much. I mean, I stop it, when I get better. And going to the chiropractor helps. I know it goes against what most doctors believe, but for me, it helps a great deal. Just trying to find a chiropractor that'll take my Medicaid. That's the problem. But when I went to a chiropractor down here years ago, it made a big difference. Of course, at first it feels like it doesn't because you get more aches and pains, but after a while, it really does improve your walking to an, almost, I want to say normal extent, but for me, normal is different than other people's normal. So it really did help. And, oh, my legs, when I was first paralyzed, uh, it's really weird. It's like my legs had someone else controlling them. I would go this way, my legs would want to go that way. And I can't tell you how many times I've fallen flat on my face. Just a little tiny step, not even a full size step, down, and boom, I'd be flat, totally flat. So that is the straight. Being paralyzed took a long time to get used to. Even I had to relearn swimming all over again too. So, but that's those are the side effects. Hopefully I didn't forget any of them. I normally do. Okay, miigwech, which is thank you in an Ojibwe. Have a good day.